Hello internets, it's Anna and I'm here to show you how to wrap a fakiolion or Byzantine turban, at least in the way that I like to wrap my turban. So what I have here is my wrap, and this is actually a hijab, Muslim head covering, and you can buy these online like wish.com, Amazon, whatever. But for those that want to make their own, I have measured this one. It's about 2 yards long. So 1 and then 2-ish, a little less than 2 yards long, and about 2 feet wide. And there's some fringe at the ends too, which actually adds to a really nice 11th century look I'm going to try to emulate today. So first things first, get your hair back. I have long hair now, so I have found that if I keep my hair in a low bun, in this case it's just your 90s sloppy bun where I just wrapped it into a ponytail holder, it makes it sit flatter in the back. Another option that I would recommend for a more accurate approach would probably be to braiding your hair up, probably one on each side, and then pinning it into the back so you have like a nice flat surface. If you do wear a coronet or don't want to look like Mickey Mouse or a cone head, I highly recommend that you do keep your hair low. Otherwise, it's going to really distort the wrapping at the top. So what I do is that I try to find the center point of my turban, and sometimes, depending on what I'm wearing, my husband has to give me a hand, but this is just going to be kind of a quick and dirty tutorial. So find your rough center point and put that over your forehead. Now I have an off-center part, but this way you have that little bit of design going already onto your forehead. You want to make sure that everything is covered. You're going to gather it up in the back, cover your hair, make sure it's completely caught up under that back hem, and kind of relax. And then get it where it needs to go. You shouldn't have to pin it down or anything. And then what I do here is that I just twist. Twist away from your head I found works good, and as you can see, it's drawing my hair up into the back and creating a nice clean line there and pulling the hair up completely. And twist and twist and twist and twist and twist until you look like Pippi Longstockings or a bad Valkyrie or whatever it is. But as you can see, as I'm twisting, you're getting that striped look that you see in Byzantine mosaics and other artwork. So it's imperative, as is connected to the blog post that I'm putting this to, that you have your grammata or designs along the edge of your scarf or whatever material you're going to be using in order to create the stripey effect. So from here on, it's actually pretty simple. You're just going to kind of loop around, holding it, kind of working it. I like to make sure I pull down the front a little bit more. Same thing from the other side, loop, and kind of put it into place. Now, in the 11th century, it was popular to tie it, on the side of your head. This is a whole new kind of thing, doing this into my laptop versus a mirror. So you're gonna just kind of tie it. That's only one tie. I would definitely recommend a double knot of some sort. Maybe I should do that. And since my hair's gotten longer, my ties have gotten shorter, so I'm gonna have to think about getting longer hair. But I have longer hair, longer scarves. But there is your basics right there. And you're just gonna go through and kind of yank and tug and put it where you want it to be. Again, you should not need any pins or anything to hold this on. Sometimes you see it crossed, sometimes you don't. Sometimes a nice cross in the front gives a really kind of interesting effect. But that's entirely up to you and your aesthetic. When I do earlier period garb, when I go back to the 6th or 7th century, I'll often just tie it in the back, which does give you much more of like a flush, crossed look in the front, and then I just tuck the ends up in the back. But yeah, so for that 11th century fakiolion look from the Menologion of Basil II, you want to have that on the side. And then you have your little ledge, your little coronet ledge for those of us with head bling. And this one, there's my alligator coronet voila, it's on. This is going nowhere. I can wear this all day. It's cool, it's comfortable, it keeps my hair up and out of my face. I do go underneath and kind of yank this down a little bit during the day just to make sure that it's not sliding back and showing my hairline, but that's it. Your 5-minute turban. That's all it really takes. And the best part though, if you are a coronet wearer, if you are, Baroness, Countess, Duchess, even Princess or Queen, I really love this because it's supporting the weight, and this is a heavy coronet, so it's actually supporting the weight. It's creating a suspension for this coronet and making it sit comfortably on my head versus, maybe leaving lines or something along those lines. When you leave an event, you're like, ow, coronet headache. Yeah, no, this will actually take the weight off of that. So that was my rambling tutorial, and go ahead and play with it and see what you can come up with. Thanks for stopping in. Stop button.